Okay, so this is make use of the same job satisfaction score. We have measured the job satisfaction score among the group, and also we consider the age. So here group is a categorical variable and age is a continuous variable. Suppose you want to find out is there exist any job satisfaction score between group and age. So you cannot go for two-way analysis of variance because age is not categorical. You would have gone to two-way categorical analysis if age is categorical. Since it is continuous, so we use analysis of covariance. So in order to analyze analysis of covariance, go to analyze, click on the general linear model, click on the univariate. So first examine all the factors here. Okay. So dependent variable is job satisfaction, which should be continuous. Okay, factor is group. Okay, before that, I want to show the result. What is happening? Let us go to again compare the mean. One-way analysis. We want to compare the job satisfaction score among the group. Click OK. So what is the outcome? So outcome shows that there is a significant difference between these three groups. Which are the three groups? Sales, administration, and technical. Their mean job satisfaction score is statistically significant. Let us see now, adjust for their age. When you adjust for their age, the same difference, statistical difference exists between three groups or not. So we can test it. So in order to test it, what we do? We go to analyze, general linear model, univariate, dependent variable is job satisfaction score, and dependent fixed factor is group, and covariate is age. Means with this input, what we are going to achieve? We are going to test after adjusting for age. Still, there exists any statistical significant difference in mean job satisfaction score among these three groups. Okay, so click on the options. So get all these things. So you can get the mean and all descriptive you get. Then click OK. So first it gives the descriptive statistics. It gives the Levin's test for equality of homogeneity, that is satisfied. Then look at this ANOVA table. ANCOVA table. Actually here now it is ANCOVA table, analysis of covariance table. Here intercept is there, age is there. Age is significantly associated with job satisfaction score. Then group like the mean job satisfaction score, its p-value is greater than 0.05. So therefore, there is no significant difference. When you include this variable age, it becomes group, mean job satisfaction group becomes insignificant. When you remove this age, it becomes statistically significant difference. So it means that age has got a significant influence on this job satisfaction score. Maybe it happens that with increase in age, job satisfaction score may be decreasing. That is the implication. Especially when we employ join initially, during the initial part of their career, they are very enthusiastic. Their job satisfaction score is very high. With the passage of time, with the increase in time, what happens? Employee has a lot of expectations. They do not meet these expectations. So dissatisfaction start growing and their job satisfaction score reduces. So when we adjust for age, we get evidence that there is no significant difference among three. So this ANCOVA proves that there is no significant difference among the three groups when we adjust for the job. That is the conclusion. Okay, so this is one example. Another example, let us take. Okay, this data shows comparison of pre-test score and post-test score between three groups. Suppose there are three groups are there. Group 1, group 2, group 3. Okay. So they are attending a certain course. Their pre-test score is obtained and post-test is obtained. Okay, when we run a student ANOVA, compare means using a one-way ANOVA, especially for post-test score. We are interested to know at the end of the group, at the end of the course, does there exist any significant difference between these three groups? Okay, so first, in order to run it, click the descriptive statistics so that you get a mean plus or minus standard deviation. Then click on the options, descriptive we got, click on the post hoc. Okay, born for only test, so you'll get the post hoc. So click OK. Okay, come to the output window. So in the output window, first we are observing mean and standard deviation for three groups. Okay. So at the post-test score among the three groups is statistically significant. Its p value is less than 0.05. So here Bonferroni test show that group 1 is statistically significant from group 2 and it is not significant from others. Or only group 2 is statistically significant from other groups. Group 2 is statistically significant from group 1 as well as group 3. Okay. So this is post. Let us take into account their pre-test score. It is usually observed that those who score high in the pre-test score, their score also will be high in the this. So looking at this one, we are under the impression that there is a significant difference among these three groups. Let us now adjust these three groups according to their pre-test. Go to the linear univariate model, post-test score between the group, and we'll covariate, we'll take it as a pre-test score. So we'll adjust it for pre-test score. So when we adjust for pre-test score, we want to test, still there is a significant difference among three groups. So using a ANCOVA, what we want to achieve, what analysis we want to find out, does pre-test score affect their post-test score among three groups? Because we presume that those who are scoring high in the pre-test, naturally there's by the same extent their post-test score also increases. So we are adjusting for the pre-test score. Okay, so how we run it? We use this analysis, click on the analysis, then select the linear model, then univariate, come to this window, list of variables is gives. Out of this variables, list of univariate in univariate, you select the dependent variable, fixed factor, that is grouping factor, and covariate. Click OK. So this is the descriptive we got. This is the outcome. There is a significant association between pre-test score and post-test score. So the mean of post-test score among these three groups is not statistically significant. So earlier, when we did not consider the pre-test score, there was a statistically significant difference. So this is the output. When we compared the three groups only with respect to post-test score, there was a statistical significant difference. But when we adjust for the pre-test score, there was no statistically significant difference. So it means that there is no significant difference in mean post-test score among three groups when we adjust for the pre-test. That is the conclusion. So we can say at the end, the impact is similar, like teaching impact of three teaching methods. Suppose if group 1, group 2, group 3 are, if we are using the three different teaching methods, we use their score this pre-test score and post-test score. Okay, this is about ENCORE. Okay, next will come MANOVA, like multivariate analysis. So all these methods we consider the analysis of variance one way, two way, ENCORE, they are called as a univariate. Why it is called as univariate? While analyzing the data, we consider dependent variable of only one variable. Whereas in multivariate analysis, more than one dependent variables enter into the picture. So simultaneously, we consider more than one dependent variable. And this multivariate analysis of variance, they are not easy to run, and their interpretation is also not easy. They are somewhat little complicated. So main things what required, I am demonstrating in this presentation. Suppose we conducted a clinical experiment. Suppose there are three drug groups are there. We want to see whether the mean serum cholesterol level of three groups are similar or not. This is one dependent variable. Another dependent variable, we are considering the systolic blood pressure. So whether the mean of systolic blood pressure of three groups is similar or different. So this design is multivariate analysis of variance because simultaneously we are considering two dependent variables. Serum cholesterol level is one dependent variable. Systolic blood pressure is another blood variable, dependent variable. We can take more than two also. At least two variables are required to run the M1. And with respect to independent variable, we find there is significant difference. That is the purpose of running multivariate analysis of variance. So multivariate analysis also is based on the assumption that the response variables are continuous. The residuals follow multivariate normal probability distribution with mean equal to 0. The variance covariance matrix, each of group residuals are equal, and we test the hypothesis that the individuals are independent. Null hypothesis of one-way MANOVA multivariate is means of all groups are equal. Mu1 equal to mu2 equal to mu2. There are many dependent variables are there. Their means is equal in each of the groups. For each of the parameter, they are similar or different. So this is what we test. So let us use the